It's an amazing story, because what happened was, at the time that there was this undercurrent going on in Portugal, it was just pre the revolution, I thought the best thing was to close for about a year or two. And so I came back to London, and I had all this following, all these people that would come out year after year, because my club took 600 people a night. It was in 2 levels, a discotheque and a nightclub. And the nightclub, in actual fact, had folk dancing and fadista singers and local folklore. So I came back to London, and I had this huge collection of followers and friends. So I thought, right, well, I'll get some premises, licensed premises. And there were some available ones which were perfect in Mayfair, in Shepherd's Market. So I rented them and decided to open this. It was called the 7.5, in this little club. I think it was called the Black Sheep Club in Shepherd's Market. So it was signed and sealed and all done, and I needed a live musician. And somehow or other, I was approached by this young guitarist, and he was touring around, and he came for an audition. And I never forget, because at that time we were still sort of decorating the club, and I had some workmen in there, and there I am, and I remember there was a broom, and this guy comes in, and he looked amazing, but he started to play that guitar and sing, and I had never seen or heard anything like it in my life. He played that instrument as if it was a woman. And I'm looking at him, bewildered, and he was so amazing. And I remember he picked up a broom, and he started to sort of sing and play this broom. He was so amazing, I thought, fantastic. So I signed him for 2 weeks. I thought, right, that's great. He can start off, I'll have him for 2 weeks. And so we signed the contract, paying him a minimum wage. He had just released this single, and it called Hey Joe. And believe it or not, by the time we were opening, which was about 2 weeks later, his record, Hey Joe, had gone into the charts. And I got this amazing musician and coming and singing at this little tiny club in Shepherd's Market. So anyway, the opening, and by this time it was going right up the charts. And of course, somehow or other the word went round. And that first week, all I can remember was people were queuing right all up the stairs, to the street, around Shepherd's Market, trying to hear this amazing guy. And on the stairs was Mick Jagger. There were the Rolling Stones. I remember because my younger brother was there, and at that time they all wore these military jackets, you know, even with the medals on. This was the fashion. So there was my brother, there was the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, and I've got this you couldn't move in the club, and I've got this incredible, unbelievable performance every night. And he was mad because I was paying him so little, and everybody wanted him. You can imagine, everybody, the television, the radio, and he couldn't do anything about it because he was under contract. So this went on, well, unfortunately, not to do with Jimmy, but to do with the fact that the man, a grumpy old man who owned the head lease of this building in Shepherd's Market, he was so annoyed by the crowds and by the noise, because there was huge noise, that he got very ratty with me, and he kept saying, "You've got to turn the music down, you've got to get rid of these people." And I literally couldn't. You couldn't control it. Do you know that little rat? He turned off the electricity. So there I was, nothing I could do. He turned off the electricity and said, right, no electricity, cancelling the contract. And I was, again, very young. I think by that time I was about, 26. And I had no idea what to do. I had to accept it, closed, went on. Actually, I went back to Portugal. And I had photographs of myself with Jimmy, and you know, they disappeared, they vanished, which is a shame. If anybody out there's got those photographs, let me know.